Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with CthuLoops. So in our last episode, we absolutely just annihilated the goblin village. We killed everyone, and we destroyed their totem, and we got a bloodstone from it. And then I realized that we have a couple of other bloodstones that we should probably use up before we move on. Because I think it'll help us unlock maybe a new place or two in the end of time. But before I do, I'm just gonna off-center the camera so that we don't hear the extremely loud sound effects.
Bloodstone, as powerful as it is sinister.
And nice. Okay. And maybe let's use the other one too.
Bloodstone.
I realize that we're giving away potential extremely powerful healing items, but whatever.
Junk.
I would most likely forget to use them, even in those situations anyways. So I think we should probably go back to the end of time and figure out what else is new. End of time, s'il vous plaît.
Guardians, a moment of your time, if it pleases you.
Okay, Zigzags, what's
I
now?
have been
What's new?
pondering and brooding, deliberating and deducting, and I have come to the conclusion that I may well know who our true enemy is.
The Void?
Now, our foe is the Void, of course, the usurper of time and space. But more dangerous even than the great and all-consuming nothing are those who are bent on helping it here, or bent on helping it on Rivellon. I think he still lives. The one that set it all in motion. The one you've met here in the House of the Guardians.
You're talking about the demon that lurks in these halls, aren't you?
Yes, him. It. The one who does not look quite like he used to. The one that whispered deceit and desire into Astarte's ears. He is friend to the Void, and he seeks to give it dominion once and for all. That is who I think he is.
Alright, well still, the only thing he does is talk, and words aren't very dangerous.
As a writer, I'm going to have to disagree with you there, but even then, please don't be fooled, for he does much more than wag his tongue. What we see here, in what was once your house, is most certainly real, but the demon, Astarte, they are, so I believe, mere manifestations of their true selves. Oh, he dwells somewhere. He must. It is a creature of blood and bloodlust, of lies and stratagems. All this time he has been plotting, of that I assure you. If our enemy has a heart, he is the one that makes it beat. That is my theory.
Okay, that's great. Good for you.
Let that demon plot as much as it wants. We won't fall for it.
Hey, where are you going, Zigzags? What is this? To the Armory?
Meets the eye.
Ah. But first, can we unlock the last elemental place? Zeus? Talk to me, baby? Zeus? No? Okay, fine. Thanks, Zeus. Thanks for being so useful. Alright, fine. I guess we'll go to the Armory then. Maybe after the Armory, Zeus will talk to me? Zigzags?
Well, aren't you going to leap?
How about some preamble first, man? No?
Impressive. A smithy and an armory.
Well,
Good of you to drop by. She told me you had grown, you know. That simpleton of a girl. She felt the need to inform me of the fact, with that pathetic tinge of pride in her voice. As if I did not know. As if I haven't been watching you. Like a vulture, a dying beast. I could have plucked out those dewy eyes of hers and thrown them into a frying pan like eggs. Have you ever seen Sunny Side Up staring back at you? I have.
I mean, I do appreciate the whole breakfast analogy here, but seems a little out of character.
But enough of this small talk. Here as I have been watching you, and my amusement has turned into aggravation. Yet still, I yearn for the moment you finally become powerful enough to realize the true depths of your failures. When you do, I'll be there, drawing circles in the skies, watching, waiting, ready to pounce.
That's nice.
We must be getting on his nerves. Excellent.
I'll never look at a fried egg in the same way ever again, though.
Fantastic. Alright, so the Anvil of Creation. What exactly can we do with this? Can we make some pretty awesome stuff with this Anvil of Creation, or is it just for looks? What do these places lead to? Oh, mythic chest? How do we unlock these? Do we need to use the unlock spell? I think I've actually got one of them. A lot more stuff here. Do we have any 9-inch nails? No 9-inch nails CDs that I can use as weapons? Alright, fine. I guess we'll explore this thing. My friend and ally. It couldn't be, but of course it was. The one I was to marry. Her child. Alessa's child. There simply is no escape from the past. At first I rode headlong into battle, hoping the enemy's sword would do what I could not. Then came the distractions of power, to no avail. I must admit the truth to myself. Here on paper, like I almost did in my previous letter. 3 of us faced the Void Dragon, and 2 of us, myself included, were overcome by terror. When it truly mattered, when the fate of worlds hung in the balance, we failed our duty. It was she who restored our fraying minds. Oh, such mighty wizardry I've never seen. But it spent her, weakened her, and the Void preys on the weak. It killed her before we could strike back. Only then did we cage it. We won. We saved the world. We were heroes. No, we were cowards when the moment came. Now all I can do is become a guardian. It is the only way to both serve and to forget. I'm certain you feel the same. Alright, great, fantastic. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but fair enough. Anything else we can pick up or use or destroy in this place? No, that's it? Just the Anvil of Creation? Well, we'll come back for that later. Maybe in between episodes I'll try forging some new equipment over on the Anvil. And...
There you both are. How jolly. I always do prefer an audience when I give one of my history lessons.
you've got a whole audience right here.
My friends, I see you found another starstone. Jolly good of you. But I haven't been exactly idle either, for I think I may have nearly figured out why Source became so terribly tainted.
Nearly? Nearly? Come on, man.
If Astarte is the goddess of the Source, and the Void was contained in her very garden, might it stand to reason that it was in fact the Void who turned Source into such a dark and terrible power?
Or it could simply be the fact that humans are assholes, but okay.
The tapestry has been rewoven. Time has been restored. I must speculate no more, and instead we must see what new shred of our tale you've uncovered.
Yay, cutscene time.
With the Guardians distracted, Astarte lifted the lid of the God Box. What she saw was nothingness. Astarte had called forth the Void Dragon, whose sole purpose was to undo all creation. Caught off guard and terrified, the Guardians, sworn protectors, fled. But Astarte stood firm. She grabbed hold of the dragon and hurled it and herself into the reaches of the Void. Here she battled the dragon for all eternity. For his deception, the Trife was cast out of the first creation. He fell to wriggle on a monstrous creature unworthy of the realm of the gods. Since that terrible day, Source has been tainted by the presence of the Void. A once beautiful power has become corrupted, and those attempting to wield it often go mad in the process.
Alright, fair enough. So I guess you were right about that, Zigzags. Debris, what do you have to
They
say?
may have have been tricked into allowing Astarte to open the God Box, but we've fled when faced with the void once more.
I'm assuming one is brave or bold, and the other one is whatever. I think we should go with bold.
Aren't you going to leap through?
What cowards we were. Let us only pray we still have time to undo our mistakes.
To think that all this chaos was unleashed by our foolishness.
Vindictive? I don't want vindictive. I want forgiving. Shit. Getting dangerously close to being... Wait, no, I'm still forgiving, okay. Alright, alright. Okay. Zigzags, thank you very much. To the Trader's Emporium.
There's a seafaring atmosphere about this place.
And seafaring
great.
leads to the exotic, to trading. We may be in for a treat.
Guardians. Oh, Guardians, I need you. Heed my plea in these void-filled hours. The dragon is overpowering me. Our enemies are battering the fragile gates of time. The skies are darkening, and the stars are being extinguished. You have to reach me. Star stones will pave the way. Find them, use them, empower them, and hurry. Please make haste.
Oh, I will reach you, alright. Oh, I will reach
Only
you.
Starstone can stay the maelstrom now.
And
We already know that,
damnable
though.
Stuff is hidden better than a leprechaun's pot of gold.
Whoa, whoa, you talking about leprechauns? Oh, large healing potion, let's steal this. Ancient letter. Dearest Henry, dear cousin and king, joyous tidings the generals have accepted. The divines themselves will make them immortal guardians, and no living creature will have to fear the void no more. Wait. So living creatures will have to fear the void in the future. Alright. Thanks for the double negative. All doubts have been assuaged. All worries have been quelled now that they have taken this glorious task upon themselves. Hail to our heroes, hail to the guardians, they will never be forgotten. Not as long as time itself runs its wondrous course. Signed, Lady Helena, Countess of... Brian? No, not Debris. Brian?
Welcome, welcome, step right up. Browse these fine goods from far-flung fairy worlds and local slums the same. Take your time, or don't. Time is meaningless after all.
Alright, well, tell me about yourself, Brian.
Oh, it seems like an eternity ago. Or was it 1,000 years from now? Huh. I was a simple market peddler on the cobbled streets of Alaroth. It was Master Sixax himself who passed one long, or possibly very short summer by teaching me both the art and science of rift hopping. And I've been trooping to and fro across space and time ever since.
Alright, great. Well, let me take a look at your wares.
Today's special anti-purgation war machine parts.
Fantastic. Holy shit! Look at all this awesome stuff that he has. Man. This is gonna be awesome. Well, I'm not gonna look through all this stuff right now, but in between episodes, I'll definitely check all this stuff out. See what I can pick up, and see what I can sell. Wait. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I don't think I need to be searching all through this stuff right now, so let's just leave it as is, and I'll take my leave. Bye-bye. Can we loot your stuff? No, you got nothing. Why do you got nothing? Why ain't you got anything, buddy? Brian, your fucking ship is deader than a disco doornail. Although we did get some wheat there, so maybe we should count our blessings. Jahan, wheat for you, buddy? What about this chest over here? This ornate chest. Oh, yes. Yes, it has all been worth it. Anything over here? No plants to pick? No? Alright, great. I mean, I guess that was, it's kind of useful to have a straight up, a shopkeep in this place. Did we unlock anything else, or is Zigzax just gonna bugger off now? Can we talk to Zeus? Zigzax, what about this area? Okay, so I guess we need maybe at least 2 more. Oh, Forbidden Zone. Can we go there? The teleporter refuses to work. What about up here? That's Astarte, right? I think? Yeah. Zeus? Not gonna tell us more about where are these people? Well, is there only one hole left? Zigzags?
My friends, we come to it at last. All of the missing threads have been rewoven, and the canvas is clear for the first time in eons.
Great.
The final mystery may at least reveal itself. The final thread of your memory may be restored.
Fantastic.
Let us watch.
Wait, you can see this with me?
The Guardians had failed. Source was tainted, the void was loosed, and all that stood between Rivellon and annihilation was Astarte herself. Overcome by guilt, they hoped to undo their failure by undoing reality itself. And so, they ripped their threads from the tapestry of time, so becoming unknown to history and unknowing of themselves for all eternity. As their threads fell to Rivellon like shooting stars, they hardened into crystals the people called Star Stones.
3 out of 4 have already
Great.
been instated, and now the last of the elemental shall rejoin its illustrious masters. Glory be unto them, and glory be unto you.
Thanks, Zeus. Should we check this place out? I guess we might as well, right? Debris, what now?
So the souls within us intentionally tore themselves from the tapestry of time.
And look what happened. They killed themselves in the most thorough manner possible, only to bring more grief through the Starstone. Maybe we should be a little bit more forgiving of ourselves. Perhaps it was the only honorable thing to do after the tragic opening of the God Box by Astarte.
Perhaps it was the only honorable thing to do after the tragic opening of the God Box by Astarte.
Duty is honor, and honor is duty. I can understand their not being able to live with having failed to protect the God Box.
Hey, we're more forgiving now. Fantastic. I was kind of worried that we might be more vindictive. Because I like my immunity to being cursed, please.
This is a plane worthy of an Earth elemental, all right?
A kernel.
Yeah.
I ask of you, what are you doing? What good can come of your misguided actions? I have tried to warn you. I have tried to be your friend by pointing toward the one great truth that is the Void Dragon, and say, relent. For you have failed before, and you shall fail again.
Okay, first off, why the hell was this Trife guy let into this place in the first place? Like, he's obviously evil. You can't look at this thing and go, hey, that's a fuzzy looking trustworthy dude. Here, how about I trust it with all of my babies and hope that it doesn't eat them? Like, look at his face. Take a look. Look at this guy. There's no way he's not evil. Like, who in their right mind would invite this guy into this place or create this dude? Like, good grief. You guys brought it on yourselves by having this asshole around you.
Why is it so difficult for you to accept that which is inevitable? All things must pass away, even time itself.
By that logic, then the entire void should also pass away too, right? Because nothing is still something.
Sit ye down, rest, be weary no longer. Acquiesce in the embrace of oblivion, in which there is nothing but the equality and the harmony of non-existence.
Wow, Nietzsche would be proud.
A blessing awaits beyond the end of time. Accept it, for it is yours.
Some hardcore nihilism going on here.
That word has truly lost all meaning.
A blessing awaits beyond the end of time. Death's blessing, yes, but no more.
Pete? Hey, buddy, are you somehow related to Scotch? Because I could really go for some right
The
now.
spirit of Father Nature came to me in a dream last night, and he told me to welcome you.
Why do you sound so North American? Who are you exactly?
Can't you tell? I'm the universe. You're the universe. We're all the universe. It's a beautiful thing, to be sure.
Although, you know what, though? I will say that it kind of sounds like a British English speaker trying to sound North American.
I noticed you were bringing this place in close contact with the spirit of nature, and I thought to myself, that's where I belong. Thanks for putting me up.
Wait, why don't you say man? Train me in earth magic.
With utmost pleasure, my friend. The Earth's knowledge is meant to be shared.
I'm sorry, what is knowledge? What is... No, but let's not glance over this. Tell me what knowledge is. Okay, great, thanks. Let me read this diary behind you, buddy. My fellow general, this can be no coincidence. There's something at work here, something buried in my mind that steers me toward the darkness I daren't face. I've wandered plains and seas, mountains and deserts, and yet, out of nowhere, I came across the chapel that holds her grave, and it all flooded back to me through besieged walls finally breaking. Alessa. She died so that we might live. She faced the void with equanimity while we cowered like children. During that final battle against the void itself, we were the last three still standing. In victory, she should have been the last one standing. Instead, two of us stood, victorious but false in victory. Yes, I accept the task of guardianship. I will be such a one, and I will not be alone. Together we will stand and redeem our souls. Alright, I see. So, while they were fighting the void, they were little bitches, and then one of their friends got killed and sacrificed herself so that they could live. And so they decided to sacrifice themselves, become guardians for the rest of eternity, and then they failed again. What the fuck? These guys fail so badly all the time. Right, anything else to do in this place, or can I move on now, finally? Anything else? Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Holy crap, we've been here for far too long now. Alright, let's go back to the Goblin Village, I think. Yeah, alright. So, as I was about to say, I didn't realize that would take so long. But, as I was looking through the Goblin Village in between episodes, I actually realized that I think maybe we haven't explored this place. Because I don't think I remember looking through these crates and going through this area. Because I think we got here, killed the Spider Queen, and then we kind of like buggered off north. So it's weird, but I mean, because we have visual into this area as if we've explored it. Yet, I'm fairly certain we haven't actually been through it. So I think, just in case there's something I missed, it might be worth checking this place out. See what it's about. Go through the wooden crates. Hope that we find another human femur that we can feed to Fabrosi. Can I read that before we bugger off, please? Where is it? Patty cake. There we go. What do I guess? Cold mashed potatoes. I mean, I would prefer hot mashed potatoes, and yeah, I mean, the thing is, I'm not that, you know, I'm not that picky when it comes to the temperature of my food. Generally, you know, I'll have a cold pizza, doesn't really matter, but fries though, I mean, I prefer my fries be hot. What the fuck? Who is this asshole? Hey, who are you, man? What's your name? Frederick. He's unhealable. Why do I want to heal him? He looks like an MacLeod.
Hello. Frederick's in pain.
Please, do not tell me you talk in the third person. If you talk in the third person...
Oh, bless you for coming to Frederick's aid. He's been attacked, turned upon by his imp slave. Cast down this hillside like an aged parent of a cragged sea cliff. Left to be devoured by arachnid monstrosities.
Please tell me that this whole talking about referring to yourself in the third person. Tell me it's just like a one-off thing. Tell me that it's only been for the last couple sentences that this won't actually persist. Who are you exactly?
Who Frederick is unimportant. He is naught but a cog in the machinery of the greater good.
Let's fucking end this bitch right now, right here, in the middle of this conversation.
But since you asked, since you cannot bear to remain unknowing of this person, Frederick will tell you this. He is a devotee to the goddess, to the Church of the Immaculate, to liberty, destiny, justice, and beauty, to scholasticism, mysticism, aphorism, nepotism, neologism, disestablishmentarianism, and the undead right to life.
Wait, really? Nepotism? You're a devotee to nepotism. Alright, so what about skepticism?
Frederick finds himself wary of it, to be quite honest.
Nice, but you have an imp slave?
Don't look so surprised. Imps have a long history of compulsory service to the superior races of Rivellon. Frederick would be a fool to refuse the services of the realm's finest bloodstone-sniffing beast on moralistic grounds, no matter how humane or well-reasoned.
Alright, well, let's discuss that bloodstone.
A valuable artifact, precious like the silence in a house newly emptied of a visiting mother-in-law. It is able to heal even the gravest wounds, and it is a key component of the Immaculate Faith.
You know what? I actually like your analogies, but I cannot overlook the fact that you refer to yourself in the third person.
Frederick had hoped to retrieve the shard and be welcomed into the Immaculate Fold with open arms befitting his value. But now he'll need it to heal the broken leg he suffered at the hands of that wretched imp. It is told the shard belonged to the wizard Maradino, whose secret lair the perceptive traveler can find atop the very cliff that stands behind Frederick.
Wait, stands behind you, so this is your back, so this way? Is this where I'm supposed to go for the thing? Or is there a door there? No, that's not a door. Okay, or are you talking about this place, maybe? Where exactly do you mean by behind you?
Frederick may be over-eager, like a grandfather slavering over his supper several hours before the fall of evening. But if you could retrieve the stone along with the criminal imp who left him here to die, Frederick would regard you with the highest esteem.
That means nothing to me, coming from someone who refers to himself in the third person. Alright, so I'm guessing we might need to explore this area? Because, I mean, either way, we'd have to kind of go through this spot anyway, so let's just... You're not talking about this area, are you? Because, like, that's in front of you, I'm sure. It's gotta be. Tell me it's somewhere around here. Maybe he fell off his balcony? Ah.
But there isn't a soul in sight.
He must have hidden in the cave Frederick mentioned. What did he call it? The Lair of Maraschino.
Okay, so let's find the Lair of Marlborough. He did say behind him. Is it here? Okay, am I supposed to... How am I supposed to find it? Does like having someone with high perception, is that enough to... No, we went through this area. Okay, what about this place? Maybe the balcony here. Ah.
And yet...
That's it. Okay, let's go in. Marlborough, we've come for your stuff. Which direction do we head in? Do we head this way? This way? Oh, let's be careful for traps though. Let's not be too overeager. We got an unidentified wonderful plate belt, which cannot be identified because Bear Daughter is not wearing her lore master gear. She is now, and that means yes. Whoa, not bad. Strength and crafting. Although it's kind of useless because Jahan is mostly doing all the crafting and whatnot anyway, so it's not that big of a deal, I think. Unless maybe Jahan, you've... Oh no, that does do crafting, never mind. I thought for a second there that you didn't have a belt that increased your crafting, but you do. No, it's, I think... Maybe an amulet?
This reeks of stagnant magic.
How do you even smell that?
Secret cave lair. I doubt ventilation would be your first priority.
How do you smell stagnant magic? What does it smell like? Rat, can you tell me what stagnant magic smells like?
The Great Laradino's recipes are stunning and so very simple. You never know when one might come in handy, so it's best to learn them all.
Okay, great, thank you. Maybe there's some stuff in here. Well, you know what? I think we're gonna have to end the episode off here. We'll come back tomorrow to explore the rest of Marlboro's cave. And I guess maybe pick up some smokes that we will probably sell, because I myself do not smoke. Unless you're talking about cigars and pipe tobacco, but it's a completely different matter. Besides, you don't even inhale those things. Just like how Bill Clinton did not inhale when he smoked marijuana, right? Anyways, but yeah, let's leave this off here and continue this tomorrow. So for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.